Wherever you are, welcome to my life. Welcome to ACN Academy live training every Tuesday, lunchtime on TikTok, and in the evening, 7:30 ish. We are live here again. And today we've got a really interesting topic because no one's talking about these. No one is talking about many of the things that I'm going to be sharing with you today, but I know firsthand from my life and from the lives of many optometrists that I work with and even those that I'm currently working with now. There are a lot of things that get in the way and hinder international optometrists from gaining the desired outcomes in their journey for UK qualification. But I trust that as you go through the teaching with me this evening, you will not only gain clarity, you are not just going to hear information today, but it's going to be a transformative session because you will have a clear understanding of those invisible markers that can hold you back. And when you get information of something that can hold you back, what do? You act on it, and then it doesn't hold you back. And then you go ahead to get those amazing outcomes in the GOC interview, amazing outcomes in your store interviews, amazing outcomes in all your pre-registration visits. And then you go in there, do your OSCE, you pass, you come out, you're UK qualified, and you begin to live life as you please. As you please. So I'd like to know where you're watching from. If you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, which will be ACN Academy page, and LinkedIn, I'd like to know where you are, where you're watching from, and where you are in the process. Really important. Awesome. Okay. I just want to check if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know. And whilst you're here, I want you to do me a favor right now. I'd like you to share the stream to all your platforms. Really important. Share the stream to all your platforms and let them know that we are live. I'm just going to do same. And I want to say this year is going to be a marvelous year. Okay. It's going to be a great year because what are we doing right now? We are making sure that every and anything that will stop you as we journey into the last quarter of 2025, for as many of you that have that desire to qualify as an optometrist in the UK, if there's anything that will attempt to hold you back, then that doesn't happen. Just need to make sure that we are live on all the designated platforms, and then we'll get into the teaching. Let me see. It's not live. Okay, just bear with me 1 second. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, streaming to LinkedIn. Can't go live on Facebook yet. All right, so Facebook isn't working. So hopefully, if you are on LinkedIn or YouTube, you can hear me loud and clear. It is telling me that we can't go live on Facebook. I don't know why, but hopefully they will find us where we are at. Okay, so yeah, awesome. Great stuff. Let's get started right now. I wanted to share that, but I can't because I can't even see the stream. Let me just make sure that we are live on LinkedIn. It doesn't seem that it's live though. Okay. I said, okay, thank you. You said it's only 15 minutes. All right, I'm just gonna. Right. The stream isn't working. All right, if you're here and you're watching on any platform, let me know because it doesn't seem to me that the stream is live. YouTube, let's see. Oh, so we're live on, okay, amazing. That's fine. Amazing. Right, so we are live on YouTube. Absolutely fine. All right, hello again. Welcome, welcome. We're going to start right now. And I believe a lot of people will have to watch it um on replay because it's not streaming to the platforms that it's supposed to be streaming to. I don't know why, but we're going to go all the same. Thank you so much for showing up and watching right now. If you're watching live, put hashtag live. And if you're watching replay, hashtag replay. I want to know where you're watching from, and then we keep going. So today we're uncovering the hidden roadblocks stopping you, international optometrists, from qualifying smoothly in the UK, saving yourself money, time, effort, stress, moving on a smooth sail level. And one thing I promise you is at the end of today, you'll see clearly what maybe has been holding you back and what you need to do to move forward. Now, I've grouped this teaching. We've got 30 points to cover. Don't fret. Don't fret. I've grouped it into, I think, 5 or 6 categories. Okay, we've got the mindset roadblocks, the knowledge gaps, practical barriers, emotional blocks, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let me get my notes up. Just bear with me. Okay, let's get my notes up and then we move. If you're here, let me know. Let's see. Good. All right, so let's start. We're going to start with the one that we all know, and then we begin to flow. Okay, so remember today I'm talking to you about 30 hidden roadblocks that stop international optometrists from qualifying confidently, smoothly in the UK. And as I go through, I'd like you to write down. I'm 100% sure that maybe 1, 2, or even more may apply to you. And for some of you, when you hear the things that I'll be sharing today, you may even think, oh my God, is that really what my problem is? Now, once you notice this problem, yes, you want to then hear out for the solution, solve it. Because these are the things that are hindering people from going into that GOC interview hall and coming out with amazing results. But you are in luck. You are listening to this right now. So you are going to remove all the hidden roadblocks and you're going to go in there with confidence and you're going to come out with amazing results. Somebody say, I'll take that one. Say that one. Go on then. I take that one. Yeah. Right. Let's get started. So we're going to start with the mindset blocks. And number 1 is fear of failure. That's it. Fear of failure. Somebody called the GOC process a monster. It's an insurmountable hill. I mean, I know A, B, C, and D, they didn't even do well. Who am I, little me, to pass? Now, one thing I've noticed in the international community is that some people have borrowed the failure of others and used it as a yardstick for themselves. And they begin to say, well, that person has a master's in clinical optometry from City University, London. They got this amount of adaptation. Who am I? What sort of result am I going to get with, the or with my maybe doctor of optometry or with my BSc optometry from India and all that. It's not even about them. They've just taken on another person's failure. Maybe in school you struggle to understand some concepts in optometry, and when you've been practicing in your international, in your place of work, you've been avoiding some things and you're looking at the competence and say, oh my God, I've been running around away from low vision, from binocular vision, from contact lenses, and then you just allow fear to grip you. So many optometrists, they even hesitate to start the process. Some people have done self-assessment, they've got the application form, and it's just there in their inbox collecting dust. They're not doing anything about it. Some others have moved forward, and then it's time for an interview, and they keep moving it, keep moving it, keep moving it for fear of failure. The problem is, if you're just moving it, you're not taking action, then you're not moving forward. And that fear of failure can let the months go by, the years go by, and then you see even those that you talk to about the process. You see them maybe on LinkedIn, and on they're doing a reel of how they have, they are now walking down the aisle doing the induction with the College of Optometrists in the UK. And you're thinking, well, that could have been me, but it isn't. But I hope today that you will just know that of a truth, people are succeeding on a daily basis. People are passing their OSCEs, they're receiving their full qualified certification to practice in the UK. On a daily basis, people are going into the interview and they are coming out with proceed to pre-reg, and they are moving to the next level. On a daily basis, people are taking store interviews and they are getting jobs, amazing visas, good working conditions, and they are moving forward in them. The lady that is speaking to you right now was and still is an international optometrist who qualified in Nigeria, came into the UK 2012, and then it took a while for me to find out what I need to do. But once I found out, August 2014, I found someone, and then August 2015 qualified. So if I can do it, you can do it too. Come on, say that to yourself. If she can do it, I can do it too. I do not have two heads. No, no, no. It's the same optometry degree that you have, that I had when I started. It's the same optometry degree that they have, that you have when they started, and they've moved on. And so do not allow the spirit of fear, the fear of failure, to stop you. I always tell myself, man, if this is an exam, I'm gonna do all I need to do. Now let's diagnose this failure thing, the fear of failure. Why would you fear to fail? Now let's talk about, maybe there's a dish, simple. Everyone knows how to make a sandwich. Get some bread, get butter, put it on it, maybe slap some ham on it, get some maybe sardine, lettuce, mayonnaise, you put it in there. Ask yourself, have you ever been afraid to make a sandwich to eat? Have you ever been afraid? Are you afraid, you fear of failure, to put some cereal in the bowl and put some milk on it, take your spoon and put it in your mouth? No. Do you know why you're not you have no fear? You know how to do it. Diagnose where your fear of failure is coming from. Is it because of what someone's told you? Have you taken on another person's fear and because they failed and you think that you're not going to get your proceed to pre-reg? Yeah? Or is it because you know that there are obvious knowledge gaps? And if it's that, don't worry, we'll get to that point in a minute. And then I'll show you the things that you can be doing. But when it comes to the fear of failure, diagnose where it's coming from. If it's coming from another person, you say, well, my case is different. That you went in there, you didn't get a proceed to pre-reg. When I go in there, I will get a proceed to pre-reg because I'm ready to go outside my way to ensure that legally I do all I need to do in order to go in there, be confident, be competent, and just get my desired outcome. The next one in this mindset roadblocks is perfectionism. Waiting until you know everything, waiting till all the money is there, waiting till all the roadblocks are there. You keep waiting, nothing is happening. It has to be perfect. I have to know everything. I need to know how long is the pre-reg. What are they going to ask me in stage one? What are the OSCEs like? What is going to happen? No, no, no. You move. You actually actively, you are taking steps, and then you are finding out. You are taking steps and you're finding out. And I'm going to speak to Dr. Perfectionist, Miss Perfectionist, Mrs. Perfectionist, Mr. Perfectionist. You know the way. Why? You're listening to me right now. I know the way. I know the steps. So you don't need to worry. You got it all laid out for you. All you need to do right now is type in the comments below your questions, and I give you direction. You're not sure about something? Put it in the comments below. Let's sort you out, Mr. or Mrs. or Miss or Mus Perfectionist. We can sort you out right now on the live. Number 3, self-doubt. How dare you? How dare you doubt yourself? When you went through your degree of optometry, when you wrote exams in school, yeah, when you're seeing your patients and they're coming back with a box of chocolates, maybe giving you money for lunch, come back during Christmas to say, thank you so much, doctor, you did really well. And you see my child. Why are you self-doubting yourself? If now I'm gonna give you a healing pill right now. The UK, the General Optical Council, the licensing body in the UK, know much about your community and the type of optometry you're practicing. But they said, we need you here. We open the doors, we take your application, we take your money, and we call you in for an interview. Why? Because they know that you've got the right foundation. So somebody say to themselves, I will not doubt myself. I refuse to doubt myself anymore. Thinking that your overseas training isn't good enough undermines who you are, undermines your optometry degree, undermines the clinical professional that you are. You need to believe in yourself. Yeah. Remember the GOC, the UK in general. The UK in general, the General Optical Council, UK in general, they incorporate the international community. All of us, including myself. Yeah, look at the color of my skin. I'm international. I'm practicing the UK, climbing the ladder. We keep moving. So don't doubt yourself. Right, now let's move to number 2, because number 2 actually feeds a lot of things we've talked about in the mindset section, feeds off number 2, which is knowledge gaps. Okay, now knowledge gaps are in 3 different ways. We got the unclear pathway, not knowing. I know so many people that are in the UK now studying a master's to practice optometry. Oh well, that's not the way it goes. Simple, easy steps: application, interview, pre-reg. That's it. 3 simple steps in a nutshell. Okay, so there you go then. Competency confusion. A lot of people don't know. And because they don't know, they delay, they're scared. It feeds into the fear of failure. Yeah. Confusion. Without knowing what the 8 competencies are, preparation becomes scattered. Yeah. And then you're not sure about what to practice and what you're doing around it. But don't worry, I've got you covered. I've got something really coming, something that I'm putting together that's going to sort all this out. Scattered advice. And I want to say, actually, right now, if you're listening to me and you're confused about the UK qualification journey, I don't know what you're looking at. ACN Academy on LinkedIn, go check. We've got loads of resources on LinkedIn. Our YouTube page, go binge on the videos. You will find answers there. As you're looking at the video, as you're listening to me live right now or on the replay, put your question in the comments below and let's get you clear. Let's get you clarity. Okay. Now, another thing that hinders is scattered advice, picking bits from YouTube, from here, from the wrong sources. From people that are not in practice, maybe those that are not even international optoms, or even programs that are not made specifically for international optometrists. You can still go there and you're sitting in class, have no clue what they're talking about because it's not made for the international optometry. And that's the unique thing about ACN Academy. It is a program that is made for international optometrists by an international optometrist that understands the barriers, the knowledge gaps, the concerns that we have coming from the international community into UK. And then we know exactly what is required to pass the GOC interview, to go through the pre-reg, to submit a clinically aligned application, and then we put it into practice. Okay? And we just like hold your hand and ensure that you do the same too. Now, let's look at the next category 3, practical barriers. Very important. Time is a big thing. Yeah? Working mothers, working fathers, You're working a 9 to 5 job, or you're working even as a health assistant, doing long hours, come back knackered. Still need to. So, not even acknowledging that this is a hindrance. Some people think, oh my God, you know what? I've got this, I'm doing my masters, I've got assessments, I'm working at the same time. I can't add another bit to my plate. And so I found out through the years, time. People say, I really want to do this, but I haven't found the time. The only thing I want to tell that one person that has limited time is this: you have to make time for what is important for you. Now that the UK qualification process is straightforward, application, interview, pre-reg, I know what you're saying. Don't just say it as if it's just an application or just, but it is 3 steps, and there is help out there to guide you through those steps. Why do you want to allow time to hinder you from going through when it is so simple? Especially those of you that are already in the UK. Why do you want to wait? And I want to say that by September next year, by the time they start the adaptation, um what no is not adaptation, like bridging program, is most likely going to be only for those that have come into the UK. So if you're in the international community, I would say, if this is something you're thinking about, you really want to start checking your time, balancing time, and making time for that thing that is really important for you. The next thing that is, well, hidden, people don't talk about it, but it's really obvious, is financial hesitation. And there is financial hesitation because, am I sure that when I invest this money, you know, that I go through, is it going to be a wasted money, like just throwing money into a bottomless pit, or is it going to pay off? I say to you that it will pay off as far as you do it in the right way. It's going to pay off. Do it the wrong way, it will pay off, but then obviously you're going to need to still do a little bit more of a financial investment, and it may take a little longer, but it's still definitely going to pay off. So many see the preparation as a cost. No, it's not cost, it's an investment. It's an investment in your professional development. It's an investment even for your children, for your family. Because when you, well, certainly for me, coming into the UK, practicing optometry, growing to where I am right now, is a big investment in myself. My children have a better life, and my family, I can support them even better. So, yeah, okay, you spend that money. Okay, you paid the GOC. Maybe you paid for some coaching, some mentoring. Okay, maybe you had to do some adaptation. Okay, it only takes 1 year of being qualified, and you make that money back over and over and over and over again. And even by the time you finish your pre-reg and you start doing locum work, start doing other things that are available to you as an optometrist in the UK, you don't even remember how much you spent. There you go then. The other bit in practical barriers here is no mentor access. When someone experienced is guiding you, mistakes without someone experienced guiding you, mistakes multiply. But mentorship accelerates the journey by avoiding blind spots. I can tell you that that is just as it is. Let's move on. Emotional blocks. Comparison trap. Comparison trap. You're comparing yourself with someone that is in the UK that is done masters. You're comparing yourself with that is even in the UK working in Specsavers. You're comparing yourself. Stop comparing yourself. If you want to compare yourself, don't compare yourself to bring yourself down, but compare yourself to motivate you to be better, to do better. Yeah, if she can do it, I can do it. I just need to know how. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If they are doing it, I can do it. Comparison is good, but but you compare to motivate yourself. That's what I learned from a new mentor of mine, Richard Dean. You compare yourself to make yourself better. You don't compare yourself to pull yourself down. Oh my God, if he could not do it, what about me? Nah, if they didn't do it, well, that's them. That is the type of mentality that I had when I was doing mine. Every single international optometrist that I knew at the time was failing competencies and repeatedly taking the exams over and again. Some people actually, their visa has expired. They had already sunk in thousands of pounds in taking these exams, and they had to go back to their home country because they couldn't qualify. Because once you qualify, you get a job, and that keeps you in the UK. But I said to myself, I'm not going to attempt these exams. I'm going to write these exams once and I'm going to pass it once. And so what was it? I didn't go sit down and sleep. No, no, no. I prayed. I sowed seed. I went for tutorials after tutorials after tutorials. I was doing practice. I was studying. Yeah, tell me. Maybe is your jaw aching? You thought it would be easy? Nothing comes easy, including UK qualification, but it's very possible. Emotional blocks, past failures, carrying old academic setbacks can cause doubt in your own ability. When you begin to think, oh, when I was in uni, I carried over some courses. When I was doing Viva, I didn't do well. Oh, I'm not so good in like interviews, I'm good at writing. No, no, no. When you think about the past failures, what you should do is, what didn't I get right there? Journal. What are the skills that I don't have? Look for it. Someone even said something, and I'm going to advise you the same. If you know that past failures or there's something in your mind that you can't get out, go hire a mindset coach. Oh, yeah. Go hire a mindset coach. Once you get your mindset right, you're moving, you're flying. But you don't allow old things in the past to stop you. What you do is you learn from them. What didn't I do well? What skill don't I have? What new strategies can I put in place in order to cause me to be to succeed? Maybe you're someone that freezes when it's time for an oral interview. What can you do to sort that out? I mean, in the academy, once you come in and you're in classes, we say, all right, all cameras on. And once I'm teaching, all cameras are on and it's questions you're answering. I don't know what to say. Just say anything. Just say anyhow. Just be comfortable with talking to the camera and then you get over it. But you don't allow it to stop you from moving forward. The next point, overthinking. Spending months, oh my God, some people have like a pile load of materials. They've researched, they've studied, they've got names of links of who they're going to contact, ACN Academy, this one, that one. They're going to piles and piles of research articles. Okay, this will be really good for binocular vision. This will really be good when it comes to contact lenses. This will be so good. I remember and Dr. Cosmos mentioned that in one of her webinars. That was February 2023. I remember. And they're not moving forward. Nah, that's not it. Action is what you need to bring clarity. It's not about more thinking, more overthinking. You need to take action. Somebody say, I'm taking action. That's it. Well done. Now, let's talk about strategy gaps. Because in the GOC qualification journey, you need the right strategy. The right strategy, right preparation, you get your right results. There you go. So you don't dabble into this without a study plan. Why? Because we're no longer children. It's not like mom and dad are paying the bills. You're paying bills. You're going to work. You're being a mom. You're being a dad. Maybe you have children. You may even have a sick one that you're taking care of. Maybe because of the kind of job that you have to do a lot of hours. So you're working quite a lot. You need a study plan. So, strategy gaps number one, no study plan. Studying without a timeline or a study plan, I always say this solution: get a study plan. Simple one. What do? You need to write out all the competencies, all the indications of the competencies, everything that needs to be covered. And then you're going to go by a planner. Yeah, not a journal this time. go buy a planner. Then you plan your day, block out time, 30 minutes, 40 minutes at most. What topic am I going to be doing under binocular vision? What topic am I going to be studying under contact lenses? That way, you begin to have a structured plan that will keep you on track and focus. You know what, then you can mark off. Okay, that's been done, that's been done, that's been done. When you then come to the academy or you meet a tutor or a mentor, you say, this is what I've covered, this is what I understand, this is what I need. So many people that come into the academy, I'm having discussions with them on our expert guidance call. They don't even know what they need. They don't know where they're struggling. They don't know what they need. I ain't got no clue, darling. Okay, then we have to. Do you get what I mean? So that is one. Then another thing is um the wrong priorities. This is a very long one, isn't it? Wrong priorities. Spending weeks revising things that are not even important. Bothering and stressing about the wrong things. And that leads into preparing alone. Why would you study alone? African, especially Nigerians, we like to do things on our own. I don't want to tell anybody before the witches in my village will come and get me. and then and then they just fly into the GOC interview and fly out with a lot of adaptations or rejection. It's not the GOC interview, the UK qualification process is not to be done alone. Studying in isolation, you're limited, no accountability, you don't even know where you're moving. Are you swaying to the left, to the right? But community learning, being part of a group, will motivate you. Accountability, really important to keep you on track. And even when you feel like, actually, you know what, this UK thing, I'm not doing it, at least somebody can say, oh, where's Daisy? I thought she was in the class. Where's she gone to? Do you get what I mean? Really important. All right, number 6. I ain't finishing this. I ain't finishing this. I'm just gonna stop here. I'm just gonna stop here because I know you've got some value. I've still got maybe 16 to go, but I ain't doing this right now because it's just a lot. There are so many, so many gaps, so many roadblocks that hold international optometrists from moving forward. But I hope today that you will just decide whatever is holding me back, I'm going to journal it, I'm going to write it down, and then I'm going to check what can I do in order to move to the next level. Okay? What can I do to move to the next level? Okay. Now, my submission now is, what am I doing to help you even move rather than just listing, okay, doc, we know this, we know that. What am I doing? Whilst I was preparing for this stream today, it dawned on me that there are just so many roadblocks. So many roadblocks, 30, even more, maybe even those that I haven't thought about. I talked about some in the afternoon, and then I'm talking about some here. And so, what I'm doing, what I'm going to do, God give me grace, what I'm doing is I'm putting together a 3-day workshop. It's a 3-day free workshop for international optometrists who want to qualify in the UK. My goal this year was to help 100 international optometrists gain UK qualification, and we are on track, but I know I need to do more. And so I know that this 3-day workshop is going to be amazing because I'm going to make sure that every single roadblock is sorted out. So we're going to understand the process, what we need to do. We're going to understand how to fill our application form, what are the assessors looking for, and then we're going to go deep into the competencies as well, and everything that you need to know. We are also going to have a VIP session for those that will want in-depth coaching. They want their application form reviewed, sort of thing. They want their personal matters to discuss. There will be a VIP option, which will be a paid for option, but most of it, everyone is entitled to have the free session. Now, I know from my experience and from 10 years of coaching and mentoring international optometrists what needs to go into that workshop to make sure that every single person moves to the next level. However, there may be some things particularly that you want to see in that workshop. And so I'm going to ask you to put I think a post may be coming out tomorrow about that, asking what do you want for me to put in that workshop. However, even below this post right now, you can put it in the comments below and say, in the workshop, these are the things that I would like to know. I want to ensure that every single international optometrist that wants to qualify in the UK 2025, early 2026, we're moving. Somebody say we move. And I know that that is definitely going to be helpful for you right in this season. So I'm really preparing for that. So send in your questions, send in your what topics you want me to cover, and then we can sort that out for you in the 3-day workshop. It's going to be an amazing time. It's going to be broadcast from our Facebook group, and those of you that are upgraded to VIP will be with me in the Zoom room. Awesome, awesome. Who's excited? I am. There you go. Right. So, generally speaking, we've talked about roadblocks, mindset, knowledge, practical, emotion. We didn't even get to the application, the interview, the professional, and the support areas. But I hope that every single one thing I know, every single roadblock can be overcome. You just need to recognize it and sort it out. So, if you have identified yourself in any of these, I'm quite open to have a chat with you. You can book an expert guidance call where we can go through your particular circumstance, and then I can help you navigate and move out of it so that you don't get stuck. And so if you really want to have an expert guidance call with me, it's absolutely free. Just let me know in the comments below or DM me, and then I'll send you out a link. You book, you need to answer just a few questions, and then you pick a time that is suitable for you. Let's have that chat and get you moving forward. All right. I want to say a big thank you to all of you that came out for our live today. It's a shame we couldn't go live on Facebook, but all well and good. I want to say a very big God bless you. I am rooting for all of you. For all of you that have interview dates, going through your application process, I want to say that I wish you all the success. Those of you that are even going in to do OSCEs in October, wishing you all success. It's all going to be well. I hope you got some value out of the teaching this evening. Let me know your takeaways from the teaching this evening in the comments below. And I say a very big God bless, and I'll see you 7:30 on these platforms next Tuesday or on TikTok lunchtime. You take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye.